Balls and All, your sports and leisure show. Thanks for joining us once again. And today we're coming from a park somewhere. Where are we?
Well, we're somewhere in the park. But before we do this, I want to make sure, is my makeup on right? Am I looking good? I guess not. Well, we'll move on.
For you to look good, you'd have to be on the Invisible Man show.
Oh, dang.
Where are we?
We are in a park, Moose, yes?
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Secret location.
Yes, that's where we are. Now listen, don't forget the big Time Glow competition coming up. We're going to be giving away something special later on. Now here's how it's done, right? Go to our webpage, it'll have details. Go into Time Glow. If you order your sports uniform or whatever up to the value of $2,000 and you win the competition at the end when we announce the big winner, you can either get your money back that you've already spent or that towards a new sports uniform for your club or whatever.
Or for myself.
Or for Wayne, if you really feel like buying something for Wayne, that is. Now, that's up to $2,000. They'll have the details, and I'm told that they've actually been writing the questions and answers down. So if you're in there ordering, make sure you mention from Balls and All, so you'll be in the running for up to $2,000. And James, you got something special we'll be giving away later in the show?
Yes, Moose, I do. We're going to have a little bit of a competition just for today. For all you young fellas out there who ride BMX bikes, this is some of the stuff. If Moose can just hold it.
Let me model it.
Yeah, Moose can model it. See, look, the gut does perfect behind us there. It's a size 10 BMX shirt, so any young fellas out there who want it, we'll be asking a question later on. So, yeah, that's all I got to say again.
Size 10?
Size 10.
Reckon,
Yeah, right. You might be able to use a tea-towel or something, but yeah. So, where are we going, Moose, anyway?
Well,
we don't even know where we're at yet, James. How are we going to know where we're going?
We don't even know where we are, much less where we're going. Okay, we're going to have a look at a story I did a while back with the Have a Go people, and very interesting. Now, you see museums all over the place and all kinds of different arts and whatever, and something we seen while we were there is some really old push bikes. So if you're interested in push bikes, have a look at this story. Okay, well, here we are still at Burswood, and I'm having a chat with Merv. Hi, Merv. How are you?
Very well, thanks.
Last time we met, we were having a chat with Rolf Harris, all right?
That's right. I haven't seen him since. He's very elusive.
And you actually gave him a tape, which was one of the last tapes recording from his father.
From his father, yeah. That was a reunion we had with the old Bassendean school, a 40-year reunion.
I thought you were going to say the old Bass.
No, not really.
Bassendean. Hello to Bassendean. Yeah. Now tell us a bit about what you're doing here. I see you've got all the old pushies here. What's happening?
Well, a few years ago I saw a couple on the freeway when the freeway was open for an hour, and we got a few together, and we thought, well, let's start a club. That's so interesting to see some of these old bikes retained in West Australia, and for 2.5 years now the club is flourishing, and we're extending our collections, and this is a very small section of our bicycle collection.
Fantastic. And it goes, some of these bikes like the one we got up front there are over 100 years old?
Yeah, well and truly over 100. The earliest one that I can positively identify is 1881. That's that tricycle on that side there. No, just in front here. That's a tricycle, a Perfection tricycle with a very unusual lever action rather than a pedal on it. And that was found hanging in one of the first Perth restaurants there. And I managed to...
Planes, Trains and Automobiles by any chance?
That's exactly right, and I know the friends there, and they still had it up on the farm, and I said, look, I'm bringing a trailer, we've got to get this back on the road again. So that's what's happened. I've spent about 9 months' work, new spokes, and rebuilt the whole bike, and now it's a pleasure to take it out, and other people get the enjoyment the same as I do.
Fantastic. And the one we've got right here in front of us?
This is the first time it's been on show. I've only just finished it recently. It's a 1939 German tandem bike, very unusual, with the thick wheels, brakes, telescopic front or sprung action front, very heavy bike, but
twin headlights, everything, springs,
generator for the front, generator for the back. The unusual part about it is a sprocket at the back. If you want to change gears, you've got to physically undo the two levers at the back, push the wheel forward and put the chain onto the next sprocket. So that's a bit old-fashioned, but it still works all right.
Fantastic. Now, if someone wants to get involved, or they might have a bike, if you've got an old bike and it's doing nothing for you and you might want to get rid of it, give these people a call. What would be the number?
9450-2579.
Okay.
Merv Thompson.
Give Merv a call on that number one more time.
9450-2579.
There you go, and it's amazing just even to find out where they might be having another showing, so you can come down and have a look at these old bikes. They're fantastic. Good luck to you and your committee and everybody that's involved.
We're enjoying every moment of it, and I'm giving a lot of pleasure to other people about the same age as myself there.
Sure are. Thanks, Merv.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Thanks a lot, Moose. That was a great story. Yeah, make sure if you have an old bike or even interested, go down and check it out. Now, as we've been talking about, we've got this Time Glow BMX show. We've got a young superstar who's actually modelling for us, so if you'd like to come in.
Yeah.
What do you think? Does it fit you well, mate?
Yeah, as long as I don't breathe, it fits me fantastically. You can tell it's for a young guy, not somebody vital like myself. So I can't really breathe now, but it's a great shirt, though. Fantastic. If I move too far.
And the name of the company is?
It's called Time Glow.
Anyway, enough of that. We're going to go to a story.
Why?
Because that's what I keep telling you this every week. Go away. Go, come on, model. Get out of here. Okay, yes, we're speaking to the organiser of the Way to Go Day, so check this out.
Okay, now I'm having a chat with Hugh Rogers, who's the one of the people here who organise all. Hi, Hugh, how are you?
I'm well, thanks, Moose.
Almost sounds like a song. Hi, Hugh, how are you? Tell us a bit about the organisation.
Oh, look, it's, as you know, seniors organise this for the whole thing, but one of our critical things this year was to make sure we had plenty of cold water free.
Especially on a day like today.
Especially on a day like today, and fresh fruit. And we call on an old friend, Robin Bromley.
A young friend, let's be nice to her.
A young old friend, or an old young friend, Robin Bromley from the School Canteen Association, who I knew was very adept at scrounging and begging and borrowing and buying where necessary.
No stealing, I noticed.
Oh, no, all very legitimate, but which she did very well, and which is why everybody here was able to have cold drinks all day for free, and fresh fruit bags and bits to eat and suck, and it's been tremendous. And I really like to thank Robin for the help of the School Canteen Association.
Tell us a bit about it, Robin.
Well, it was a delight to be involved in this because Healthway are one of the sponsors of this, and they're also one of the sponsors of our School Canteen Accreditation Program, and part of that is to get kids young, get them eating healthily, but also to target grandparents because they can be a wonderfully positive influence on what their grandkids eat.
Is there a phone number if someone wants to get involved with your organisation?
Sure, it's 089 244 1992.
Okay, so if you want to get involved with that, the school's canteen, and give them a bit of a hand, and maybe one day a week or a couple hours a week or whatever it may be, give them a call and have a bit of fun.
That's exactly right.
That's it. Thanks a lot, Hugh, for everything. That's all going to happen again next year?
Absolutely. Next year it'll be the 29th of October, which is 2 weeks earlier than normal, but it's during Seniors Week, and as you're probably aware, there's an international conference on ageing at the Burswood that week, and we're looking at 1,000 plus people from all over the world attending that conference and visiting Have a Go Day for the lunch hour.
That'll be fantastic.
On that day. So a great showpiece for Western Australian seniors.
Now, if someone says, "Oh, look, I've got something that would be helpful, or wouldn't mind displaying," what's the number?
Just ring the Seniors Recreation Council office. That's at 9387 8811. Any time between 8 and 1. Preferably, because then someone's there, and we'll be happy to hear from you.
And just ask for Hugh only, right? That means that everybody else can have a cup of tea, and let's bother Hugh all day long, okay?
Thank you, Moose. Dawn is our secretary, and she'd be happy to take calls as well.
No worries. Okay, thanks a lot for that.
Well done, Moose.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Okay then, I just got the finger. It wasn't a bad finger, I just got the finger to go, so I better say something. So welcome back from the break. Now I'm getting the other finger.
No, we're going to the break, so we'll be back after these messages.
All right then, well, welcome back from the break. And before I was so rudely interrupted by James, I just want to say that we're having a lovely day out here in the park. We don't even know where the heck we're at. And speaking of wrestling, because everybody's getting a bit of aggro here, then we're going to go to a story that I did on wrestling. And guess what?
Why?
Oh, sorry, I'm busting some of them out. Don't try that at home, guys.
Only professional us do that.
Yes, only professional wrestlers should do this. This is young WA wrestlers are having to go living their dream. And by the way, they're going to have a big tournament on January the 27th, so make sure you have a go with that. Also, too, you notice the lovely shirt that James is modeling from Balls and All. Okay, now, James, tell people how they can get involved and get one of those shirts.
Well, before we go to the story, Wayne, I'd like to say that these shirts are now available, as well with hats, if someone could, they're useless. Jeez, you try and train people around here, as well as the hats that go. That's too big. Yeah. That go with the T-shirt. We have
a moose hat. That's
there's two ways you can order. One is get on the net, Balls and All, whatever come yet, you'll sit.
That's great.
That's us.
Yeah.
And
you almost sounded like Action Man
which
speaking there.
which should be up and running soon.
Yeah.
And the other way is if you just
running?
see us out in town. Usually we got a few in our boot when we're doing stories, whatever. Just bribe us.
Yeah.
That'll do. Okay, now we
take
can
a grant.
Go back to what you were saying.
Oh, okay, thank you. Back to me. Now, anyway, we're going to do the story we did on wrestling. It was held over at John Forest High School. And we're down at John Forest High School, and I'm here with some wrestling superstars, and I just want you guys to know I paid all my bills, so y'all don't have to beat me up. We're going to get some names, and we'll get started here. It's
Gareth.
Now, Gareth, how long you been wrestling?
About 6 months with these guys, yeah.
Okay, then who were you with before?
It's just these, but I used to just muck around with friends in the back garden and stuff.
Okay, you know, tie them up, beat them to death, and...
I'm scared of these guys. I don't wrestle. My name's Dancing Lukey. I just do all the commentating.
Oh, okay. Dancing Lukey. Do you moonwalk as well? Or?
I can do if you'd like me to. I can demonstrate later on.
We're going to have you do this at the end of the show, Ed.
I'm Nate. I'm the vagrant. So.
Okay, we got a vagrant here. That's all right. That's what I've been called most of the time anyway. Now, can you tell us a little bit about this particular sport and, some of the moves? Do you guys choreograph them or what's happening there?
Well, as you know, professional wrestling is very popular, and it is here in Perth, and up until now, we haven't had anything here in Perth for Perth fans to come and see. So that's what we're trying to do, get something kick-started here in WA, and we do most of the stuff you see on TV, maybe a little extra that you haven't seen before, so it'll be good in coming down and have a look at us.
Oh, excellent. And you're doing the commentary, so just stepping in. Now, how did you get the gift of gab to do this?
Well, I've had a bit of a history working in radio and just been watching at least 10 hours of wrestling as long as I can remember my whole life, so I know every move and can call it back to front. And these guys here, they pull out all the stops. I tell you what, you got to be on your toes because they're pulling out moves from the top rope, left, right, and center. It's just all action at Explosive Coastal Wrestling.
Okay, then. Well, I mean, normally you look like you throw caution to the wind. That's an excellent dress style there, too. Now, as far as safety goes, what are some of the safety features here?
Oh, we don't do anything that we can't do, and we try and take all the necessary precautions. No one gets seriously hurt with what we do, but we try and put on a good show, and we try and do things that people can't do at home, so we live dangerously.
Oh, good on you. I mean, definitely, because looking at that hat, that's pretty dangerous in itself, but I like it. Now, okay, today, now how many people are involved in this, in your club?
We've got quite a few people. We've got up to about 50 people behind the scenes. At our last live event, we had about 400 Perth people show up, which was a great showing. And our next event, Redemption, on the 27th of January this month, cheap plug, we're hoping to get a few more than that right here at John Forest Senior High School.
Did you guys hear that? Redemption, January 27th, and it's at John Forest, is that right?
It is. And you can buy tickets online from ecwperth.com, or you can just show up on the day at around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and get a ticket at the door.
All right, now just between you and me, I mean, in your match, I mean, who are you going to be facing?
I'll be facing Davis Storm and effing Carnage with Mike Rieger Whiplash in a four-way match for the ECW title. That one right there, the belt, beautiful belt.
Can I touch it?
You can touch it. Oh, yeah.
All right. Now, okay, so you'll be fighting for the belt, so you'll be probably a little bit later on in the night.
Yeah.
Okay, then now what is your preparation going to be like for that?
Well, we're all training hard for the day to make it the best we can and to do our best performance, of course. So just come up here every weekend, train hard, wrestle hard, and make sure the day's a good one.
Well, I'll tell you what, I know wrestling has a lot of fans out there, and they've probably been looking for somebody to do something like that in WA to get that going and stuff. I actually grew up on it myself. Didn't do it much. I kind of like ran. My wrestling was running out the door. But anyway, I mean, some of the people you're actually going to face out there, I'm sure they're getting ready and prepared. Is that right?
Oh, everyone's getting into top gear. They want to put on the best show they possibly can. So the boys are in the ring training hard, and we're going to put on a good show for the people of Perth.
Oh, excellent. Now, as far as commentating goes, now I noticed, at home, when they're doing wrestling and stuff like that, you have like some antagonists trying to get things going, trying to get the crowd hyped up. Now, if you're in character, what would you possibly be doing? Let's see what your character is like. How would you hype up a match? Let's say you were fighting this young man. How would you hype that match up?
Well, I'm Jimmy Payne, and when I'm in that ring, I'm all business. And even though I like the guy a little bit, I'll show him that in the ring, it's all about business.
And what do you have to say to that?
I got nothing to say to him, but I like your shoes. So just watch yourself, Wayne Simmons, otherwise you might be walking home bare feet.
Oh, okay then. Hey, well, look, that's pretty scary stuff there. So you guys got to make sure you come down January 27th at John Forrest High School, and you will definitely see an excellent show with some great young talent here. We're going to have a look at some of these people in action, and as they said, it's very safe. I mean, they look after each other and what have you, and it's just good, clean fun. And it's an opportunity that anybody wants to get involved. Who is their contact number where they can get involved with the club?
You can get in contact through the website at ecwperth.com, or you could show up on the day, on the 27th of January, and just have a chat to one of us guys, and we'll be able to hook you up.
Oh, excellent. Now, they said they'll be able to hook you up, not beat you up. So make sure you come down, all right? Well, thanks a lot, guys, and we wish you every success, and I'm sure it'll go well because it's something that WA needs.
Thanks, yeah. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much for your time.
Like your shoes, Wayne.
That guy's all right.
Okay, yeah, thanks everybody. Now remember, that's wrestling. These guys train hard at it, so it's not something you really do at home. So kids, if you watch that and you think you want to jump on your brother and beat him up, try not to hurt him, okay?
Sorry.
So that's a bit of a parental guidance message, a community service message.
That's good. And I want to say too, Moose, those guys are fantastic athletes, young kids living their dream, Moose, and they did a fantastic job. We're very cooperative, and we wish them every success on January 27th with their tournament and beyond.
We'll try and be there. Come down, and I was going to take them all on at once.
Yeah, and I think you'll probably do that. Actually, we tried to get Tony Hasselback in there, but they had a weight clause, so he couldn't get in.
You've heard of the Incredible Hulk?
Yes, I have.
I'm the Incredible Bulk. Okay. You notice we're in widescreen too, by the way. Yeah, so we're going to another story now, aren't we? Why?
Yes, we are. We're going to another story. Why? Because it's your story.
That's right.
It's about video.
That gave me a chance to remember where we're going.
I like that. Back on me.
That's right. Yeah, we went to the Video Makers Club down in Claremont, and it was fantastic. We were there once, quite a while back, and we're going to try to get footage from Roger Watson. They won on the night.
Yep.
It was their final for the year. Basically, they make videos of anywhere from, I don't know, a minute to anywhere 8 or 11 minutes.
Did you see our video?
No, it hasn't come through yet. But anyway, they have a great time. They put them together. At the end of the year, they all get together and judge them, and it was great. So we hope to get that, and we'll play it for you. It's fantastic. Really funny, too.
Yeah, it is good. I'm hoping to even get a word in myself. But actually, we got a video on balls and all. It's called Keep Swinging. And all you people at home know what that means.
And you're all sitting there thinking, why did he give him the microphone? Aren't you? Let's go have a look at this story. Hi, everybody. It's Moose here, and I'm down at the Film and Video Club down in, where am I? Down in Claremont, of course, yes?
Meals on Wheels.
Meals on Wheels, behind Bow Repairs, yeah.
288 Sterling Highway, Claremont.
Right behind the police station, and some of you out there will know where that is. Okay, and I'm talking to Murray. Hi, Murray. How are you?
How are you, Moose?
And Lynn. Hi, Lynn. How are you?
Hi, Moose. How are you?
Lynn is our treasurer of the WA Film and Video Club, Moose. And tonight is a very special night. It's like...
Tonight's when Lynn takes all the money off everyone. Is that right?
No, I don't take the money. I just collect it at the end.
Okay. What is tonight really about, Murray?
Tonight is it's like our Academy Award night, whereas we have the best of the videos that have been produced over the last 12 months. We have the summer autumn, winter and spring competitions, and we have the first and second prize winners that go into tonight's competition, and then we have the film video of the year. At the same time tonight we also present to the producers the various trophies that they've been awarded for the year.
Throughout the year, yeah.
That's right. So,
now, people wanting to get involved with here, obviously, Len, what's the way they go through that? They obviously give Murray a call, or?
Yes, they give Murray a call, and then Murray sends out the details to them. They come along perhaps as a guest to our meeting, and then I slip in the form which I get them to fill in, and then they pay their money, and they can actually pay for so they can use through FAM, which is the Federation of Australian Movie Makers, they can actually pay to be able to use any sort of music which is covered under a special music license, and that makes a lot of difference. That's $16.50 a year.
That's not bad, really.
No.
Because a lot of budding, as we can see, there's only we've got a fairly full house, but this really isn't the whole lot, because they're all over the place.
no, that's right. Yes, this music copyright license, the Federation of Australian Movie Makers fought for years with AMCOS and ARIA to get this special license, so therefore our members can use whatever music they wish through their videos or their films that they're making, and for the showing here within the club or within Australia-wide Federation competitions.
Now, you guys get together once a month, is that right? And what do people do when they get here?
On the second Tuesday of each month, we meet here in this hall, and also during the year we do have other special workshop courses to educate the new ones and bring them up to the competitive standard.
And now, tonight's winners, do they go into a national competition?
That's up to them. They
That's
actually
up to the individual. Yeah.
Okay.
And we have people in this group of people here tonight who have actually been winners in the group. So that is really good. And I would say probably some of the best photography you could possibly want.
In the world, let's lie.
Yes.
In the world. Now, how can someone, I have to all the time, how can somebody get involved if they want to?
Oh, well, they can either phone me or we are in the yellow pages, WA Film and Video Club. My phone number is 9493 2451.
Okay, that's on your screen, so give that a call. Come down, have a bit of fun. We're going to show you a few of the videos now, and then we're going to have a quick chat with the winner. Thanks for chatting with us.
Thanks, Moose. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Lynn.
Thanks a lot, Moose. That was great.
I'm here still, and we're finally talking to number 2 and number 3, because Roger and Mary and you weren't here, but you were the big winners, and fantastic job too. Congratulations. I'm talking to second place here, Dave. Hi, Dave.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Good, good. Now, I don't know if you remember, a while back we actually showed a couple guys doing a bit of singing and dancing, cattle country, and this is Dave, and he's actually won second place for that, Dave, and you got a couple of fantastic trophies.
Yeah, actually it was for the one on Vietnam, the Green Soldier. Yeah,
Green Soldier.
Something, footage I took about 30 years ago, and finally put it together.
When we were all boys.
Yeah, when we were kids. But something I've always wanted to put together and just show a bit of what it was like in back 35 odd years ago when the Vietnam War was on. Yeah.
Fighting to keep the country safe.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, well, we thought we'd just make a little song about it. We wrote the song about 30 odd years ago, and we've only just really put it together. But no, I was very, very pleased. I've been in the club about 3 years and been struggling to win anything, but it's come together this year. So.
And Roger and Marion, they've done such a great job, and of course, I heard you talking to someone else. There's a lot to learn from what they've done.
Yeah. Well, Roger's produces the best videos I've seen myself, and I said to him once, Roger, I'd like to my goal is to one day beat you at a competition. I don't think I've done that yet, but
Not to mention a damn good TV show called Eco Watch. Make sure you have a look at it. We're married. Hello, what are you doing here?
Nothing.
What do you want? Go away.
This guy's his duty. Look at here, what you have been winning here.
Fantastic. Yeah, we're just. This is the man who's also the president of the club too, by the way. Bruce. Hi, Bruce. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Now, Bruce, you actually came in third. Now, tell us about your video.
Well, there's not a lot to say. It was just a video I did in New Zealand, and which I quite enjoyed making. I was quite surprised it came in third because that particular video was 9 minutes long, which is quite long for a video. It hadn't been completely edited, but they just saw something that I didn't see in it, so I was quite surprised.
No, it's fantastic, and the song too. That's from New Zealand as well.
Yeah, it's just a local song that I picked up over there and thought it was appropriate for the video.
Fantastic. What's your name?
Gus.
Tell him.
My name is Gus.
What are you doing here?
I reckon all these guys that showed the videos tonight, they were all winners.
They are winners.
They are all of them because they won over the years. So in my opinion, they're all winners.
I think everybody who even comes down here are winners, because what happens is you all get together, once a month you get together, you talk about different cameras and different editing setups and different transitions, whatever it may be, and put together the whole movie.
Well, that's what we do. It's all about sharing information, and we do it rather well.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations to you both. I want to shake your hand. You got trophies everywhere.
Thanks.
You managed to put them all away.
Yeah, no, I'm not letting these out of my hand for another year.
No, they're yours for a year. Fantastic. Congratulations. And thanks to you for coming in and jumping in. Now, you wouldn't notice this guy anywhere in a bright yellow shirt, would you?
No, it's the actual club shirt, so he's doing the right thing.
I'm in a club band. I'm a club band.
Colour band.
Yeah, colour band. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. Can you hand over Bin Laden? All right, everyone. Thanks very much for watching.
Thanks, Moose.
Yeah. Well, howdy. All right, I'd like to say that we're going to try hard and get some more. We're actually on the way here. Someone next to us said, Balls, how you going? We need more motorsports. And as I love that, I'm going to try and get hard back into that. I'd like to say good day to Tony Fenton. We always catch up with him with the motocross. How you going, mate? And also, we see heaps of people when we're out clubbing and stuff. I'd like to say hello to Sarah. How you doing? And, just keep on going. And
Is it just Sarah you want to say hello to?
And the whole world.
Okay. As long as the whole world is happy and singing, we're swinging. Now, we're also going to go to another story that we did. But before that, we also did some story involving videos as well. We did those out of Bull Creek, and those stories should be upcoming. But before we do that, I've been told I've got a wrestling hold here, so that means to go to a break. So we're going to go to a break. We'll be right back. Don't leave.
Hi, welcome back, everybody, and now we're going to go do a story or show you a story we did recently. But first, don't forget, holidays are over. Some of us have had a great time. Hope you've had a great time. Got a little bit sunburn up at Cervantes. Hello to everyone up at Cervantes. To the minister, whoever looks after the road, you need to fix that bloody road up, that's for sure, all the way up there. It's like a roller coaster. Anyway, that's my little bit of a bitch. Anyway, let's get back to it. Story we did for people who care. Second part, we went inside. Remember a while back we went up there. They had the Ulysses Motorcycle Club, taking the seniors for a bit of a ride, having a great time there. And now let's have a look what some of the other stuff they do up there at the People Who Care. All right, now I'm having a chat with the president of the club. I talked to him just a little while ago, but I'm happy to catch up with him again. I'm talking to Alf. Hi again, Alf.
How's it going?
Now tell us a bit about your involvement with the club.
About 16 or 17 years ago I joined the club, and I'd been in it about 2 years, and I thought there must be more members in Perth, so I got a list from the eastern states of the Perth members, and wrote a little letter and says, why don't we get together once a month, sit down, have a few beers and tell a lot of lies.
Sounds like we do every week.
And it's just steadily grown from them. We now have probably close to 1,000 members throughout WA. and about 16,000, I think, throughout Australia now.
Fantastic. And the whole idea of the Ulysses Club?
Oh, well, it's just to ride motorbikes and have fun.
Yeah.
Live by the motto, grow old disgracefully.
That's right. Sounds good. Now, other people out there with bikes, because it's actually seniors, isn't it? Like 50 and above, and you got some 40 and above, and some 20-year-old like me. Boy, I can learn this show. Now, people who want to get involved with the club or maybe find out a bit more about it, because you guys have a lot of fun. We already talked about your big ride to Mount Gambier in May, is it?
In March.
Right, and I'm never good with months. And what's the phone number if someone wants to get involved?
Oh, well, probably the best is to ring me, because there are 5 groups throughout Perth, so if they ring me I can put them onto the group.
Martin's coming in a minute. He's in charge. There he is there. Hey, Martin, come on in. Have a chat with us. Martin's in charge of Fremantle. Is that right, Martin?
That's correct, yes.
Good.
Yeah.
How you going?
Good. Yeah.
Now, if someone wants to get in touch, I was just going to get the number here.
9453 2983. That'll get me.
You got that one? That's Alf. And if you want to get in touch with Martin, if you're in the Freo area mainly, what's the number there, Martin?
9284 9184.
Okay, so if you want to get involved and have a bit of fun and ride with these guys and girls and talk a lot about motorbikes, we've seen that, because when you guys get together, it's not just whatever. We've seen people riding each other's motorbike and having a chat, so it's a bit of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, the main thing to remember is you've got to at least turn the age of 40, and then you're a junior member until you're 50, and then you become a senior member. There's no difference in voting rights or anything else, except that the junior...
There are none, are there? You just don't vote. You roll up and that's it. Have fun.
Have fun. But the juniors expect to help us old seniors on and off our bikes if we're having trouble, you know.
That's right. There's the pegs there anyway. Actually, Martin, while you're there, just missed out on the ride you guys had recently. We actually rolled up a day earlier.
Yes.
Tell us about the fellow who came over from Queensland. He's the guy who kind of started it all.
Oh yes, that was Stephen Durnley. He's a remarkable man. He would be nearly 80 now, wouldn't he, Alf? And
79, I was told, actually.
Yes, and we managed to get him a CBR 600 Honda, which is a pretty hot bike, and he rode it and showed us how at nearly 80 he can still ride pretty quick. I won't say what speed he got up to, because no, we had a lot of fun. He came over, he told us a lot about our group, which we really didn't in some ways know about, did we, Alf? There were some things that we were pleased to find out about. I think it was terrific to see him. Marvellous man.
Fantastic. Well, that's what it's all about. Have a bit of fun, and you guys have a lot of social life and get together and whatever. Just like we've seen the people of the Broken Hill group and a few other bike groups around, having a bit of fun riding bikes. And guys and women in four-wheel cars, make sure you look after these people.
Yes, it's a little bit curly out there sometimes.
You wish you had a rhubarb on all sides, is that right?
Well, I don't know whether it would help much.
Now, Annie, I've actually caught up with Anne here inside. I was just looking at your notice board, and just tell us a little bit about these things that are going on here. We see a young fella from Kenya you guys are sponsoring.
Yeah, we are very aware that it's important for everybody to give as well as to receive, and as a group here we have sponsored a young man who's at school in Kenya. He's on Lake Bunyoni, on an island there, and for $10 a month we are supporting his education, which will pull him out of poverty. He can pull his family out of poverty and hopefully break that cycle. So that's just one of the things that we do to give back to
one small cog can turn so many others, is that right?
It's amazing how that really does work, but it's a ripple in the pond effect. You know, you do one little thing and it just goes on and on and on. And yes, we all appreciate how very lucky we are here in this country and all the benefits that we have. So it's just a little way that we can give back through the Genesis group to help this boy, and we know that every cent that we give actually goes towards him, and it's only $10 a month. So between the group we have a little jar, everybody just puts in their little loose change, and we have never yet failed to come up with our $10 a month to support this little fellow.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now here we see someone giving someone a bit of a foot massage.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, one of our volunteers here, Josie, she's a reflexologist, and she does foot massage. We have another lady, Elsie, who does ordinary massage. And we also have a professional masseur who comes in once a week because it's really important to keep all your joints mobile, and it's also so relaxing, and it's a feel-good thing. So yeah, we do that at least once a week. We have William come in and he does seated massage with everybody, and on top of that we have 2 volunteers who are part of our group who actually, that's their way of giving back. They give each other, everybody else, massages, and
Fantastic.
it's great.
And we see your rundown, and you tell us a bit about a couple of the people. Actually, you were going to have a lunch, but a couple of people actually got engaged, so you have an engagement party.
Absolutely. 2 of our clients, Jim and Eileen, just announced their engagement. Jim was a widower and Eileen a widow, and they have come together, and they're like a couple of teenagers, and we are so excited for them that they have found each other at this time of life where they have so much to offer, and we're going to have a great day having an
Congratulations.
Yeah, good one.
And then you guys go down to the Bayswater Waves and have a bit of fun?
Sure we do. Every Thursday we go to Bayswater Waves, and they run an aqua aerobics program specially designed for seniors there. Some of our folks get into that pool and really enjoy that, and that's a very important part of keeping fit. Those who don't actually want to do aqua aerobics sit in the spa, and I tell you, we put the world to rights. Every Thursday morning, sitting in that spa, we discuss absolutely everything, particularly politics and how we could run the world a little better, and we just have a great time. And the ladies do a little exercise in the spa because there's no weight bearing on their joints. So if you have arthritis, it's not a problem. Some of the other ladies like to go to the hydrotherapy pool, and some like to do a little walking. They have a special walking lane there. So there's something to cater for everybody, and after that we enjoy lunch together there at the cafeteria. Some people bring their own and some buy from the cafeteria, and it's great just to sit and relax and catch up with good friends.
And that number, once again, if someone wants to come down and join you with people who care?
Absolutely. It's 9379-1944.
There you go, so get involved. And there's also lots of good little thoughts and helpful hints, like Thought for the Day. Most smiles are started by another smile. Thanks, Anne, for that. And over here we see a bit more help. It says falls are preventable, stay on your feet, and it tells you a little bit about there. Reduce the number of hazards in and around your home and garden, all kinds of bits of pieces. A lot of helpful hints when you come down here. And you can see they got a pool table and everything else here, and the Coca-Cola ad. And something else that's really helpful too is, of course, our good buddy Jack Daniels. All kinds of helpful advice when you come down here. Okay, thanks very much to all the people who care, and they do care. They've done a great job for people in need and seniors, and the massaging, and I'm sure that I'd have no trouble getting the Bulls and All gang go along to one of their wine tasting days. That'd be a lot of fun. And don't forget, if you've got a bourbon tasting day, Bulls and All will be happy to be there to help out as well. Okay, let's go to a break.
Welcome back for the break, because we missed you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And while we're here, Wayne, might as well. Can you hold this, buddy?
Yeah, I can hold it.
Hey, weren't you modelling this shirt just a minute ago?
Yeah, I was. This shirt has its own designer sweat by yours truly.
Time to burn it. Forget the competition.
Collector's item, baby.
Well, thanks to Time Glow, we have this one genuine BMX shirt to give away to the lucky viewer who sends in the right application, which we'll let you know in a minute. And the form of printing, they do all sorts of stuff there. It's quite great. The form of printing on this shirt is called sublimation. Now, we have a question in a minute, which Wayne is going to ask.
It might be in a few seconds, though.
It could be just we'll work that out as we go.
Okay, we'll work that out.
Yeah, so all you have to do is up on the screen, it's going to say P.O. Box 431 Bassendean 6054.
You got that right.
Yeah, well.
You should get
only
this
took 2 or 3 goes, hey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you. No, it doesn't fit. So, yeah, and answer this question written in, and we'll pick a lucky winner out, and you get the BMX shirt. Now, remember, it's only size 10, so we want people who can answer it.
Only the little leagues can answer this.
Yeah. If you're bigger, it might stretch and do it like it did on Wayne.
Like it did on me.
Okay, now what is the big question?
The big question is, can you spell sublimation? So if you can spell that word, sublimation, at home, you will be eligible to get a lovely BMX shirt like this. And if you don't have a bike, get one, because this shirt is worth it.
That's right, Wayne. And now we're going to go to a story I did recently. You've seen a bit of part 1 of it. This is part 2 of it.
Yeah.
With a very inspirational man. His name is Arthur Leggit. So check this out. Okay, Arthur, now you also telling me before that you're also involved with a lot of lunches with the POW veteran.
Oh, well, as I said, you begin to accept responsibility within certain organisations you belong to, and I am currently the state president of the Ex-Prisoners of War Association. Fortunately, I'm supported by a very active executive committee, and the ladies who run the social side of it create an excellent lunch at one of the major hotels in town, and this was on this week. And we had numerous distinguished guests there, and I had to be MC as well as president, and it was quite an enjoyable
running around flat out again.
Yes.
Now, some of the things you've done this year, you went to Greece and Crete, you went for a mission there?
Yes, the government of Greece held the 60th anniversary commemoration services to commemorate the attacks on their country, and our Commonwealth government selected 20 ex-servicemen who had participated in those battles to represent Australia at those ceremonies, and I was fortunate to be chosen among with a fellow named Roy Roberts, who lives up in Darlington. He's an ex-Navy type, and we were taken across for these ceremonies on Greece and Crete.
And some of the other things this year, we spoke about the Natural Masters. You got a book coming out of poems.
Yes, I scribble poems. I enjoy writing because I belong to the Bush Poets and Yarn Spinners, and I also recite poetry regularly at the Peninsula Folk Club, and I've been asked to put a book of my verses together, which I've done here. Well,
this is stuff you've all wrote yourself, or they're all your own
they're
poems?
all mine. Yes, all mine.
Yeah.
And this is the first copy. We're just editing this, checking it all out before we produce it, a run-off of it.
No worries. And if people are interested in getting a copy of your book, how would they go about it when it's all ready?
Well, they can...
Hold on. Okay, Arthur, when the book's actually...
Give it a second. All right.
Come on. Sorry. Okay, Arthur, when the book's actually complete and out there, where can people get a copy of your book?
They can simply write to Llanellan Enterprises at 1612 Thomas Road, Oakford, WA 6121, and advise them of it. They'll be going at $6 each. Unfortunately, my poems are only worth $6 at the moment, but in due course, no doubt that book will be worth thousands.
Thousands?
Yeah.
I'll take 10 copies now. Some of the other events that you've done, you've also been in the Avon Descent, I believe?
Oh, that was a few years ago now.
Is that how you started into kayaking? You went into
No. I was, at that stage I belonged to the Ascot Kayak Club, and the Avon Descent is something like marathons. You're mixing with people who talk about the Avon Descent, and you think, well, I've got to have a go at this. Well, I'll put in a couple of years, and I reckon I'm right. I got through the first day all right. The second day I got turfed out amongst the tea trees at the top of some rapids, and I was rolled down these rapids. I don't know where my kayak went. I didn't care if I never saw it again anyway. And I was in the water about 15 minutes. The time I got out, I was shot with hypothermia, and I couldn't do anything. I was completely finished.
Yeah.
And there's a vehicle patrolling around looking for wrecks, either plastic or human.
Yeah.
And they picked me up and took me to an ambulance, which fortunately was being manned by a couple of very enthusiastic young female volunteers. They stripped me down to my underpants straight away, tucked me up in the bed, wrapped blankets around me, had one on one side holding my hand, taking my pulse, feeding me hot coffee, one on the other side holding the other hand and running a hand down my bare chest to see if I was getting warmer.
Is that all you have to do?
And
I've got to get hypothermia.
Well, I reckon that next year I was going to go straight to the ambulance and just forget about the canoeing bit.
I think what I'll do is I'll just go jump in the water and say I lost my canoe, give it a go. It sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Now, you've done a motorcycle tour? You had a Honda 500?
Well, yes, that's another one of those things. I was a young bloke then. I was only 72 at the time.
Only a young fella.
I was only 72 at the time, and I had this Honda CX500C, which is rather a big bike, and I'm not a very big man, and it had a habit of when it pulled up, I could just touch the ground with my toes, and if it leaned one way or the other, slowly it would lean, and I would finish up laying on the ground with a motorbike on top of it. But that's
pretty similar to how I ride, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, I teed up with three blokes in Melbourne, one of whom was my nephew, to go on a motorcycle tour. So I went across on the train with the bike, got off at Port Augusta. They met me there. We went up the centre.
Mm-hmm.
My nephew and I went across to Townsville. The other two characters went up to Darwin. When we got to Townsville, my nephew had to go south to earn money, to pay taxes, to pay my pension, while I went up to Cairns, where I have another nephew. That's the point, you know. The older you get, the more relations you have spread out around the place to get a feed in. So I'm up at Cairns, and these characters phone from Darwin and say they're not coming up to Cairns now, they're going straight home. So there I am, 72 years of age, on a 500cc motorbike. I'm up in Cairns and I live in Perth. I tell you, that was a long ride.
You rode it all the way back from Cairns?
Yeah. Well.
How was that? How many days did that take you?
Oh, I didn't rush it because I went down to Newcastle to see some friends there, some wartime friends that I have in Newcastle, and stayed there for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, also, you love going camping? You still going regularly?
Still go fairly regularly with the gang, yes. The group that I'm with, this includes the fellows I went across the east with the kayaks.
Mm-hmm.
We go camping regularly. There's a bunch of about 20 of us.
Yeah? What's the best thing you like about it?
Being out, it's a bit different. It gets away from the softness of city living. You get away from it all. You have to think first where you're going, what you're going to take, and how you're going to survive when you do get there.
Yeah.
Although our holiday camps are more of a holiday than anything else.
Yeah.
But it's a different type. It's all different type of life.
Yeah.
And so that's all you can do there.
Yeah. And what kind of places do you go? You just go down south?
Down south, yes. We usually set up a base camp, and one of the boys down there, he knows all the country down that way, and they work out hikes and trails, and we sort of fill in a hike each day, come back at the end of the day to the central camp.
Yeah. One of the other questions I got, like, you're very motivated. You do all sorts of sports. You're in all sorts of clubs. What really keeps you going, trying out all these different sports? Like you said, you still do kayaking. What is we spoke about, you said when you went in with a good bunch of people, that kind of helps because they're all enthusiastic. It makes you enthusiastic. Like, I have trouble getting enthusiastic to do sports myself. I go to the gym and I think, I can't be bothered, long day at work, whatever, or, try other things. But what really, I don't know, what's, I suppose, the main drive?
Oh, the main, well, put it this way, I'm not sure if it was Keats or Milton, but one of these wise characters says, there is but one life, a brief flash of light between two eternities. Now, you've only got life for a short space of time.
Yeah.
I'll start again. There are many senior citizens who do not enjoy good health. Now, you can't deny this, so you've got to say, well, right, there's some people who aren't. But there's a heck of a lot who have good health and they do nothing. Well, my angle is, if you've got good health, there's no limit to what you can do. It's purely an attitude towards life.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, I think I overdo it, and I'm inclined to become a little bit of a chauvinistic bore at times. But nevertheless, I get involved in these things and I enjoy them.
That's it.
And it keeps me going.
I think even people of my generation, some of them really need to, have a look at what you're doing and get in and do sports. Like you said, it's only a short flash of life. There's so many things there's so many sports and stuff out there, especially, you can try.
Yes, well, they reckon the youth is wasted on the young people anyway.
Now, we've got some gold medals here. These are the ones you won on the...
Yeah, those are the medals that I managed to win over in the east.
Yeah.
As I probably said earlier, I trained for it.
Yeah.
It was wide open. I fronted up. I did the distances under very adverse conditions, and I accepted these medals with no hesitation whatsoever. I earned every one of them. I tell you, it was just blood, sweat and tears, all the way, or blood spray and tears. Because we were battling at one stage against an 8-knot tide and a 30-knot wind coming up the river as well, and I tell you, that takes some pushing against.
Yeah.
But there they are. I've got them. They'll be handed on for generations. If they don't, I'll come back and haunt my family. And so there it is.
Speaking of your family, I know two of your grandsons quite well, Mark Sheff and Darren Sheff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've known them since I was like 13 years old and played gridiron with them and stuff like that. So you giving them any lessons?
Yes, they're bringing me up the way they want me, and they took the bat to me when I was on my 80th birthday. Well, all my grandkids ganged up together and said, "You've done enough running," and so we have now chipped in, and they bought me a mountain bike for my 80th birthday.
All right.
It's a rather nice present to have, I suppose.
Yeah. Do you get on that much?
Well, don't tell the boys, but I've got rid of that. I've got a much better one.
Oh, really?
Well, I've got two bikes now. I've got a road bike and a better type of mountain bike.
Do you ever do much cycling as well?
Only leisurely, not competitive, but again in the over 55 cycle club, when I can get the time to fit in with them, I'll go down there. But
you go out for a ride.
That's quite a revelation. They split themselves up into groups. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and so on. Well, I go with number 5 group because there's no number 6, and you think, I can hang in with these dear old people, you know. 4 hours and something like 45 to 50 kilometres later, you've finished. You've had the morning's ride. You think,
I don't know how you do it, mate.
I don't know how they do it. I'm trying to keep up with them.
No, I couldn't do it either. Before we go, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, but one message out of this little conversation, what's something we can say that like people just get more involved in more things, I suppose?
Well, my theory is you decide what you want to do. You set yourself goals which are slightly beyond your reach.
Yeah.
And therefore you've got to dedicate yourself to them. You've got to reach out beyond the limits of the horizons that other people tend to set for you. You've got to have confidence in yourself and your ability to do it, not just in sports or physical things,
Everything
mental
else.
things as well. And you commit yourself for it.
Yeah.
And if you commit yourself
Just
for
go
it,
at balls and all, eh?
that's right, and work at it, you are going to achieve something.
Yeah.
And it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Because success requires no apologies, failure permits no alibis.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
That's the truth. Thank you very much for your time, Arthur. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Hope you've enjoyed this story. There's actually been a bit more of Arthur next week. He's a West Australian legend, I think, anyway, and he's involved with more stuff. I mean, it inspires me to maybe go out and do some more. So make sure you check out the story next week.
Okay, that was great. And I think there's one more part still coming to that story, isn't there?
Yes, that's what our editors told us.
Okay, and he's a great guy. Hi to all the Shepherd family too, all the gang there.
Yeah, hopefully also later on this year he's going to release his own book about some of the stuff he's done in his life. So we'll try and catch up with him when he does it because he was an awesome fella.
And don't forget too, what is he, 82? I think he said.
Yeah, 82 and going stronger than I can. You know, all the marathons he's ran and stuff like that. It's very inspirational.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
To be at that age and still be out there getting it done, that's fantastic.
That's what we try to show you here on Bulls and All, like with the Have a Go for the senior citizens and all that kind of stuff. And don't forget, it's your sports and leisure show, and just like you've seen there with Arthur Leggit, now a bit of a sporting legend, and we spoke to everybody we speak to basically are sporting legends, but that's what we're here for, your show. Is that right?
That's right. Now, if you guys got anything that you want to do, email us, let us know what's happening, and we'll be there. A lot of times I had a guy come up to me the other day, said, how about putting badminton on the show? I said, fine. All you got to do is email us, let us know, and we'll be glad to do it. We do all sports, all leisure activities.
And the women's touch rugby too. So a few people come up and said women's touch rugby, the finals are coming up. All you got to do is let us know when and where. We'll be there. That's what we're all about, because we don't know everything. In fact, some people would say we know nothing.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, we get that a lot. But anyway, that's
people
okay.
say that mainly to you.
Oh, no, I thought that
about me. But anyway, I want to say hello to Lynn and Chris Hawkins, who looked after us so well. We went up to Savannah's, doing a bit of fishing up there, having a good time, just relaxing. It was fantastic. And it'd be nice also to go to Wedge with Peter Jones, the guy who's going to paint our bus.
That's right. Oh, yeah, paint the bus. Yeah, great. It's going to be this year. It's all going good. How you going, guys? The Whittington Racing Team. Now, this year I'm going to try, like I said before, get into some more of the motocross. Also, any car racing events where you might need a driver to test and give you coverage. I'm your man, baby. So email me.
And if you've got too many bourbons, don't forget I'm willing to drive those for you. And I don't care if you have ice or however it comes.
That's true. Lisa, have a nice day. And we just want to say hello to everybody out there, everybody that's been supporting us over the years. Fantastic. And they've given us a lot of support. We expect more support even in the year 2002.
Sure do. One thing, real pleasure about doing the show, it's nice when, I mean, you're just driving down the street, walking down the street or whatever, and people come up and say, "G'day, thanks for doing the show." We thank you for that. I don't understand what that's all about, but who does? Yes, you can take him now. Anyway, thanks for watching. We're going to be back again next Monday. Don't forget, keep watching, because we're going to be covering the cricket soon. The Western Warriors want to say, "G'day, go the Warriors. Go the Eagles, go the Dockers, the Glory."
You've forgotten to do something.
Ask the big question.
There you go.
I was getting to that.
He was getting to that.
See, I've got it all worked out. I know the meaning of life.
Okay, the meaning of life is...
No, I didn't ask you. You wouldn't know. Okay, now, the big time glow question. Wayne did a story earlier about the boxing they do up at wrestling. Well, they box now on the hen. And when's that going to be held?
That's going to be held January 27th at the John Force High School, the alma mater of our editor, Tony Hasselbecker.
That's right. So what we want you to do is timely question is to write down what date it's going to be held on, okay? You don't have to write where it is or anything like that. We hope you'll go up there and have a look, get behind and support all West Australian sport.
And also, I want to say hello to one of our new cameramen, Scott, ladies and gentlemen. And Scott, just remember, make sure you keep us inside the camera angles. That's very important.
Yes, we want it to go from here to here, okay? Don't forget. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. And we'll catch you next week. As I was saying about cricket, our Saturday afternoon show might move up a bit, so look for your TV guides. Forget the Sunday Times. They don't ever put it in. It's the West Australian. I hope I got that right. So anyway, we'll see you next week right here. And the name of the show is Balls and All. Thanks for watching. And if you're looking to get on the net or you need an internet supplier, give our buddies at WA Net a call.